Hey everyone. Okay, so for tonight's homework, it was on 6.3, fractions and whole numbers again, but this time we're going to do it without models. And so we are going to find the product and write the product in its simplest form. All right, so today we're doing odd numbers today. So today we did the first one. I had said that I want you to get into the habit because you are programming your brain, right? Inputting the information into your brain so that you can teach it to remember. So on your whole number, I want you to write that dividing bar, and then you're going to write, to turn this whole number into a fraction, you write the number 1 underneath it. Very good, because it'll be 4 into 4 times, still keep making it a whole number. All right, and then I asked you to go ahead and draw your arrows. 3 times 4 over 7 times 1 equals 12 over 7. It's an improper fraction. Is it going to be simplified as a whole number or a mixed number? Very good, a mixed number, because 12 is not a product of 7. 7 goes into 12 how many times? Very good, 1 time. With how many left over? 5. So 5 is my remainder. If you're still having a hard time understanding it, let me present it to you this way. Let me get a sheet of paper. Oops, sorry. I just got a quick scratch paper. Remember all 3 classes, and so here's your bubble. This is the same as 2, your dividing bar. Oops, where did I get the 2? It's going to be 7. Because my denominator is my divisor, my numerator becomes my dividend. 7 goes into 12 1 time. 1 times 7 equals 7. I subtract it out. 12 minus 7 equals 5. My remainder, okay, so 5 is my remainder. So take a look. I have 1 whole. I'm going to draw my dividing bar. 7 is my denominator. So where would my 5 go? Yep, right on top. So my remainder now becomes my numerator. To check my work, my whole number, and add that product to 5. And then I should end up with 12 sevenths again. So 7 times 1 equals 7 plus 5 equals 12 sevenths. So you can see that I can move it from my mixed number, a whole number plus my fraction, back into an improper fraction. And that's how you can check to make sure your work is secured, that it's right. All right, so we're doing odd numbers. Let's go to number 3. Again, I have to change my 8 into a whole number. I put that over 1. 2 times 8 over 3 times 1. 2 times 8 equals 16 over 3. 3 goes into 16 how many times? Well, 3 times 3 is 5 is 15. So I'm going to have 5 wholes. That's 15. How far away am I from 16? I'm 1 away. Over, and my denominator is 3. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, so it does equal to 16/3 too. So there's my answer. And I want you to keep practicing on it. Don't stop. Number 5. I have 9 times 5, 6. I need to change that into a fraction. I'm going to have 9 times 5 over 1 times 6. This is 45 over 6. 6 goes into 45 how many times? Well, again, going through my facts, my 6 facts. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 4. Right? 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. Getting closer. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 is 48. That's too big. So it's going to be 7. That's 42. How far am I away from 45? So it's 42, 43, 44, 45. So that's 3 away. But look at this. Can I simplify 3 6 even more? What are the factors of 3? 3 times 1. What are the factors of 6? 2 times 3. Do they have something in common? Very good. So I'm going to use that to divide. 3 goes into 3 one time. Whatever. Now I'm seeing this, and I saw this today. If you divide the numerator by 3, you have to divide the denominator by 3. So this becomes 1. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So my answer is 7 1/2. So I went from 45 6 to 7 3 6 to 7 1/2. And there you go. All right, let's look at number 7. My dividing bar, make my whole number into a fraction, and I'm ready to begin. 2 times 5, because I'm going straight across. 9 times 1. 2 times 5 equals 10 over 9. So mixed number or whole number? It's going to be a mixed number. Over, and my denominator is 9. Check my work. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10, and that's 10 ninths. Over here, if you needed a check before you simplified anymore, 6 times 7 is 42, plus 3 is 45 over 6, so we can simplify that more. Let's look at this one right here, number 9. My 7 needs to be changed into a fraction. So now I have 3 times 7 over 10 times 1. 3 times 7 equals 21 over 10. How many groups of 10 can go into 21? 2 groups. Very good. Because 10 times 2 equals 20 with 1 left over 10. Checking my work. 10 times 2 equals 20 plus. So it's correct. All right, let's look at this next one. Find the unknown digit. We're doing the odd numbers. So I want you to kind of rewrite this. You have this whole number. It's going to be a whole number. So something over 1, because I'm going to make that into a fraction, times 5/7 equals 37. So 1 times 7 equals 7. What times 5 equals 30? Exactly. It will be 6. 6 times 5 equals 30. Let's look at number 13. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to rewrite it to where I have 1 something times, now 1 equals 3. So 1 times 9 equals, you know what, let me change this, equals 9. I'm going to kind of take that out. I'm doing it with pen so you can see it. Then what times 1 will equal what that will equal to 3? Okay, so here's my question mark right here. 3 will go into 9 how many times? It'll go, and we said it would be 3. So what goes into 9 that will give us the answer 3? That's right, 3. So 1/3. So 1 times 9 equals 9. 3 times 1 equals, and I'm going to change this to a 3. 3 goes into 9 3 times, so my answer equals 3. Number 15. something over 4 times 4 over 1 equals, now I have to find something that's going to equal to 3. So this is going to be whatever this is over 4. And that'll give me the answer 3. So what 4 can go into what 3 times? Yeah, exactly. It's going, we're going to have it where this number here, this will be 3, because 3 times 4 equals 12. 4 goes into 12 3 times. So I think it's slowing down again, so sorry about that. Let's look at number 17. Mike bought 15 baseball cards. Rookie players are featured on 3/5 of the cards. How many cards feature rookie players? All right. Well, he bought 15 of them. And 3 players are featured on 3/5 of the cards. So I have 3/5 times 15. I need to change my 15 into a fraction. Draw my dividing bar. 3 times 15, 5 times 1. 3 times 15 equals 45 over 5. 5 goes into 45 9 times. So they have 9 rookie players. All right, now we just need to go to the back. We're doing odd numbers, 19, 21, and 23. The average rainfall for each week for the last 4 weeks was 7/12 inch. How much rain fell during the last 4 weeks? So we have, out of the 4 weeks, we had, well, I'll do 4 times the 7/12. This needs to turn into a fraction. 7 times 4 equals 28 over 12. 12 goes into 28. Well, 12 times 2 is 24. So 24, how far away is 24 from 28? Oh, 4 12s. Remember, I can split those in half, which means I'm dividing it by 2. So half of 12 equals 6. They're still even. Can I keep going? Because I don't see 2 and 4 12s over here. I don't see 2 and 2 6 over here. So what is half of 2? 1. Half of 6? 3. So my answer is 2 and 1/3. And there I find it here. All right, let's look at the next one. Which does not have the same product as 4 times 5/9? Well, first of all, I need to find this product, 4 times 5/9. I need to have my whole number over 4. 4 times 5 equals 20 over 9. 20 goes into, I can just leave it. So let's look at this next one. 4 times 9 equals 36. Well, let's see. Let me make sure. 9 goes into 20 how many times? Good, 2 times, because it's 18, and I'll have 2 left over. 2 and 2 ninths. Well, let's look at this first one. I have 4 times 9/5. Need to make this into a fraction. This is 36 over 5. 5 goes into 36 how many times? 7. 7 times, it's 35. All right, let's look at this next one. 5 times 4/9. This is 20/9. What did we find there? Is that the same thing as what we just found here? So this is a really good possibility. What about this one here? That's going to be 20/9. Does that work out? So this is 20/9. We have to find the one that does not have the same product. So this is 20/9. And what about this one here? That's 20/9. So we could have kept them at the 20/9. Which is the one that's not 20/9? It's A, because it does not. My brain went to finding out which is the one that's equal to, and then I had to slow pace my brain to see what am I looking for here. All right, so that's the one that doesn't fit because this one is 36. Look at this last problem of the night. Meredith's class has 21 students. Now, Meredith rides the bus home with 2/3 of the students in her class. How many students in Meredith's class do not ride the bus home with her? Okay, so we have 21, and it's 2/3 of the kids. 21 times 2 is equal to 42 over 3. 3 goes into 42 how many times? I'm going to go ahead and divide that out to show you. 3 goes into 1 time. 3 goes into 4 one time. So 1 times 3 equals 3. And this brings down my 2. It'll be 4. So that makes it 12. All right. So now the number of students that rides the bus. So I have 14 students that ride bus. Now I had 21 students. How many don't ride the bus? Very good. I'm going to have to subtract. 21 minus 14. Regroup. 11 minus 4 equals 7. So 7 students do not ride the bus home. So was it as difficult as you thought it would be? No, we're just going to continue practicing on that. All right, thanks a lot. I hope y'all have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. I'm not sure what happened.